So I waited up until 7,500 just to really be sure. And then I press Control C on my keyboard to save a file cap. You can see it here. There's the file.cap file. The last is aircrack, and then F. And this is one of the things that you'll need to learn early is if you press tab, it automatically completes the text. So Arveo is the password. So we connect, and that means we have connected to their Wi-Fi. Now, next is open the browser, search for mail. Now, as you can see, there's like not really a lot of email services that are around, but in multiplayer mode, you'll see a lot of email services, and those are services coming from player sites. So really be careful on picking those websites. Usually, you go to the last websites in the list. So I click here, I register, and you'll get an email once you have registered. Now you can this is someone from that will give you an IP address. You click on it, it becomes a hack shop. So you just add that IP address so that you can have the hack shop on you. Now, once you got the IP address, best to delete this. After that, we go back to search and go to banks. Okay. Yeah. We search for banks and register. Then now we can log in. So that means we have zero balance as of the moment. Now, going back to the hack shop, what we need to do is before going after that, we'll go to the shops and get the nmap, put it on bin, SMTP user list, put it on bin, and that's all. Now we can add this up, bookmark this, that it's easier to go back. Now go to the hack shop and we'll get the admin monitor. We'll use the coupons for this one, put it on USR bin. We'll get the decipher, put it on bin. We'll get the scan router, put it on bin. we'll get the scan live, put it on bin, and lastly we'll need to get the metaxploit, which we put it on live. Now, once these are done, to earn money you'll need to go to jobs, and the easiest way to get money is via credentials, getting the credentials. So we accept this, and we will now try to find the IP address of any user in this IP address. So we get this IP address, we do an nmap, and we can see that there is an employees, the SQL. Now usually what we need to do is we or what we can do is to do an exploit, find an exploit. You see a service employees live SQL 1.0.0 and then search. Then what we can do is we can find a good, so this one doesn't work because it's a non-root user, while it's a good thing. The two ports forwarding configured from router to target computer, we only have one, so this is not going to work. Can also print this. So the thing here is prints the contents of the file home user mail .text of all users in the computer with root. This one is good, but we'll get this one later. We'll have guest, search for bank. Well, this one gets the guest, but we'll have to use it later. So okay, I guess this one is the best one, but it says here it mails the email of the user. So if we go and it has root, it is also basically basing it on init.so, because you are in a single computer. It would definitely be init, the library would be init.so version 1.0.0. Yeah, so for this to work, instead of buying this, you would need to get the source code. And let's say this is save this as live SQL 1.0.0, because we get a root. Yeah, so we save this and then we open it up. So it's a lot of code, but I'll help out in reading this, what is in essence necessary. So okay, I'm going to like put this in these kinds of setups. So this one is just the usual. If you don't have the parameters, it will show you how to use it. So next is it checks if there is a meta exploit on your library folder or lib folder. And then next is if it still doesn't have a meta exploit, then it will return error. Next is putting all the parameters from the first parameter to address and the second parameter to port. Now and then checks the if it gets a net session. That means if it can connect to the target computer, and then it dumps the library and it attacks. These are the things that you need to like work on, or I mean you need to get later on. So yeah, now once that is done, you can see that we can have file here. Actually we can copy this, open up another code editor, and then paste it here. Save it as libsql 1.0.0 root file. Now we'll use this later, or we save it and then close this. What we need to see is the credentials of any user, and they will always be in the etc passwd. So we need to print that out, because we are going to use this, so we don't need this one. What we need to do is to remove all of this and then write the code for this one. Wait, one, so we want to go to root, to the root folder, not the slash root. So the best way is while result.parent. So we can just actually go for file result, and let's just do this. File equals file.parent and while. So if you want to check it out, print file.name. Now we get all the root folders, or actually we can just have folders is equals to file.get folders, and then sift through the folders for folder in folders and folder. If folder.name is equal to etc, then and if. Now we get all the files. Folder.get files. If file then we sift through the files. For file in files, and or if file.name is equals to passwd, then and if, then we'll just yeah, she's my third child is singing. get content. So you just do this. Now we'll build the code. Oops, there's something wrong. And if and for, sorry. So let's have this as live get file live SQL or prog1. So given that, okay, so we'll do this prog1. This is the IP address and the port, and now we are able to see root, and this is the item. So we have effectively get a username and password. So what we'll need to do is just copy this, put it on notepad, save it, and let's say passwd1.txt, and then type decipher passwd1.txt, and we click and we just wait. We just wait for it to be done, have it done, and we get Gibson as the password. So root :Gibson and send, and the customer is satisfied with the job, and that is done for the whole setup. So given that we have satisfied the job, on the next video we'll try another job as well, where we can either get a shell or a computer type, and we'll also configure the file that we have created, the program that we have created, the script that we have created, to eventually get the list of attack exploits, so that we don't have to buy everything from the store. So yep, that is all.